Radio. This is Pet Life Radio. Let's talk pets.
Welcome, everyone. This is Michelle Fern, host of Best Bets for Pets on Pet Life Radio. All right, for all my pet parents listening, this one's for the cats. We don't usually have a lot of great kitty products on, but this one is so innovative and just so unique. I'm so excited to share it with you. We're going to be right back after this break. Hey, it's Mr. Z's birthday coming up, and I have a great place where I'm going to go pick up some great party accessories for him and his pooch friends. Molly and Bandit Pet Party Accessories. They have wearables like adjustable party hats, they have bow ties and tutus. You know, Mr. Z is going to get the bow tie, of course, and then his girlfriend can have the tutu. And they also have photo prop kits with funny glasses and hats and, you know, table covers. There's party banners and cake decorations and treat bowls and cups and bags for some swag at the end. So it's everything you need to create memories and have Instagram-worthy photos. I am so excited. I cannot wait. They're in two colorful themes, tropical and fireman. I just can't decide. I think I'm going to get both. So go ahead and check out the great pet party products at mollyandbanditpetparty.com/petlife.
Let's Talk Pets on PetLifeRadio.com.
Welcome back, everyone. I am so excited to welcome Dean and Jennifer Johnson. They are the inventors of the Kitty Box Ramp. Welcome, Dean and Jennifer.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Very excited to be on.
So, how would you describe the Kitty Box Ramp?
Well, we designed this ramp in mind to help arthritic, disabled, injured cats, and even senior cats that have a difficult time getting in and out of the litter box. And so people don't really think about that until they have a cat that has an issue with that, and that's how we came up with this idea. So it helps with, we had a cat that had really bad arthritis at the time, and we were trying to find something, you know, just going into a major store or whatever store, and we couldn't find anything that worked for her. And so we started coming up with the idea saying, hey, you know, there's ramps out there for many different reasons, to go up on beds or furniture or whatnot, but there weren't ramps out there to really help, you know, arthritic or disabled cats, to help them in and out of the litter box. So that's how the idea started.
Well, I think it's one of those ideas that you think, wow, this is something I would never think of, but this is so clever. And it's so true, because cats live to be, you know, they live longer than dogs on the most part. And I mean, I've heard of cats up to like 20 years old. So you have to realize at some point it's going to be arthritis will set in just like it does with people. And it's going to be a little hard to climb in and out. And the majority of litter boxes are about, like 3 inches high?
Generally, nowadays it can even go up a little higher. We've even tested where it could go up to 6 inches. Some cases even 7 inches high. So, you know, there's just so many that are out there. But, you know, with the ramp that we designed, we had that in mind, that we wanted this to work with so many different levels of litter boxes.
We just wanted to make sure that you could adjust to whatever size of litter box that you had.
Yeah, so you didn't have to have multiple litter boxes with it. So, plus what was also important was that we wanted this to be environmentally friendly. So, you know, sometimes you have this kind of ramp for, you have it for a purpose. And so I just didn't, when someone didn't need it any longer, I just didn't want it to sit in a dumpster, landfill for years on end. So we actually have this made out of recycled material, and it is obviously 100% recyclable. So that was another part that was really important to us, as well as made actually here in the USA. I didn't want it made in China and stuff like that. So we definitely had some important parts of this that we wanted to be, as well as the safety of the ramp for these animals as well.
Yeah, we put a lot of thought into it.
And so, okay, so it's very eco-friendly. And I also like the idea that you have treads on it because if anyone that has cats knows that cats always try to find their footing. And even if they're climbing on you, they'll test and put their foot on you and make sure they have solid, even though humans aren't really, unless you're like a hardcore, you're not that solid. So they try to test and make sure that their footing is okay. And you have these really cool treads that it's not just like a eco-friendly just ramp that's there and then that's it. But you have treading that goes on it also, which plays an important part because that way your cat can find proper footing to move along the ramp.
Exactly.
We made sure that the tread was there because our cat Sam was basically sliding down the ramp on our testers, and she was actually able to hook her little claws in each of the treads there, so she would not slide back down, and that's what prompted that idea.
Yeah, so it makes it easy for them just to walk up and down the ramp. And especially if you have a cat that, we also have someone who bought our ramp for her cat named Watson, and he basically walks on his elbows. So we wanted it really designed for safety reasons all involved. And what's cool with the tread pads is that those are replaceable. So we've also, when you have an older cat or, again, it's arthritic and disabled, sometimes they don't always, go exactly in the litter box. So we wanted this to be easily replaceable so you didn't have to replace the whole ramp itself. So the tread pads are, you just take them off and you could put a fresh one on, and the grooves are very sturdy. And we also had a 20-pound cat that was our tester for making these ramps, and we went through many prototypes. And
he destroyed many prototype ramp.
But you finally got one because all my testers are big and they had no problems.
Exactly.
Yes, we found the one design that he wasn't able to crush. That was the one that that's the one we went with.
And even the tread pads, we had them test that too because we were going to go with a different one, but they were too soft. So this one is all the way around is very, very sturdy. So that was also tested out as well.
So for everybody that's listening, they're probably thinking, this is a good idea. Sometimes some cats are just lazy, even if they're in good health and they don't want to hop into the litter box. Or as there's also some cats have lost limbs for one reason or another. How is the kitty box ramp different from some litter boxes that have those like little steps?
Well, that's a good question because we even had that in mind. Again, we even had in the beginning one of those litter boxes that did come with steps, and that was even very difficult for Sam to even walk up any steps at all. And so, and you put even a disabled cat in there with having steps, it's still very hard. And then inside the litter box, you don't have a lot of room to really get around on top of that. So the step part wasn't really working. So with our ramp in mind, we know that kitties have all different personalities, and some, get it right away, and others are testing it and looking at it and saying, yeah, I'm not even going to try and go on this. I'm going to try and figure out another way around. What we generally suggest is when you first get a ramp, is to see how your cat does, first of all, with it. If they get it right away, they know how to walk on and off. We also tell people what you could do is if you have the kind of litter box that you could put a lid on, that actually helps the kitty understand they have to go on the ramp to get in and out of the litter box. We've also had people put little treats on the ramp to help them understand they can go ahead and walk on that, and then they can come back and walk off. So once cats understand it, then they start using it. And we found with Sam as well that, and other kitties that have been using this, that when they're in that kind of predicament, that they find the easiest path to take. And whether that's getting up on a bed or, just, again, getting into a litter box. Once they understand how the ramp is safe for them to walk on, then they just start using it, and some actually even like to just lay on it, which is the funny thing.
Yes, our 20-pounder like to actually lay on it from time to time.
So, but yeah, they get it fairly easily. Just some need a little more help, and then once they do, it's pretty easy for them to get it.
Tell her about Kirby. Tell about our cat, Kirby.
Really quick story. We have another cat that she injured herself, and
she's on the video.
She actually hurt her leg, and she tore a tendon in her knee, and she's a very healthy cat. So while she was healing, we actually pulled out one of her ramps for her to use in the meantime to use the litter box. So she ended up using that, and she's actually the one in our video as well on YouTube. But she got it right away.
How can everybody listening find the video on YouTube?
They can actually just go to YouTube and just type in Kitty Box Ramp.
3 words.
Yeah, 3 words, just Kitty Box Ramp. And they'll see a couple of videos. One is showing a very quick video of our cat literally walking up and down on it, going in the litter box. There's also another video of showing people actually how to put the ramp together. That's another really cool thing with our product. We want to make sure it's very easy. You can literally put this thing together in about 20 seconds, 25 seconds. It's very easy. So we also put safety walls to this ramp as well. And the safety walls, what we call actually helps kind of corral the kitty up on the ramp as well. So we wanted to make sure that they weren't going to fall off the ramp. So it comes with those.
That's one of the things that I think is really smart about it, is it's not just this little ramp, because then I could see the cat going on the side or trying to get up in different ways. It's basically, it reminds me of like an escalator in a way. For a kitty, I mean, it's not moving, of course, but your kitty's doing the moving, but it has the sides, so this is the way you're going, and that's it, and it leads to your litter box where you do your business. So
exactly, and our ramp also has 3 different levels to it, so it will show it on the video and like in their instructions. And what we also had to make sure is, like, people ask why, making sure that the ramp doesn't move while the cat's walking on the ramp. And what we have is a piece that you hook on at the front of the ramp, and you place your litter box on top of it. We literally call it the tongue. No pun intended, but we call it the tongue. And you put your litter box on top of that, and that anchors your ramp in place, so there's no movement of the ramp.
This is really a clever product and a great idea for anyone with cats that end up like mine, Dennis, who jumped from a 2-story balcony. Luckily, he was okay. But, cats that just get into mischief, or any, older cats, it's a great solution because, we love our cats, but we really want them to use the litter box.
Right.
As much as all possible, if not all the time.
And again, the other part I also want to get back to the YouTube is there's also another YouTube video for people to look at where his name is Watson, and I think if they type in Handy Cat, right, Dean? Handy Cat.
I think that's
and they type in like Kitty Box, a video will come up, and we'll actually show Watson with his 2 front arms that are folded in, and he walks on his elbows, and then it shows her putting treats on the ramp, showing him how to use it. So that's another thing everyone could look, and it makes it easier for people to see it.
It's amazing how, animals can adapt to, any kind of, like a lot of people, they can adapt to injuries and loss of limbs or however, if they're born disfigured or something. So
exactly.
that must be like a precious video to see.
You know what? I have to say, when I saw that, it really just brought it back going, this is why we designed this ramp. And just seeing that we're helping these other kitties that are disabled. I almost get tears when I see this, because just to make a huge difference in these animals' lives. I'm a huge animal lover, and just to see a difference in helping them has made this all worth it. And times have been frustration when trying to, get this ramp together and the right prototype, but in the end, it's all worth it. And I see those videos, and it really touches my heart.
It really makes it worth it.
Yeah.
Okay, so this very just amazing product, this Kitty Box Ramp, is fabulous for arthritic, injured, disabled animals, and it's not just for kitties, for any little furry creatures up to 20 pounds. We're going to take a short break, and I want to tell you about a great new litter I found, and guess what? It's Molly endorsed. If Molly approves of the litter, gotta be good, because she's my finicky cat when it comes to litter. It's called Pretty Litter. kind of fits because Molly's sort of a diva, so pretty litter. But that's not what's great about it. When Molly uses the litter box, I could tell by the color of the litter how her health is. It actually has built-in color changing particles within the litter, and that will tell me whether her health is okay, whether I should monitor it and then go to the vet and get things checked out, or just, everything's going well, which I love. And best of all, I have a special offer for everyone listening. You can go to prettylittercats.com/bestbets and use the coupon code bestbets, and you'll get 20% off your first subscription order. How great is that? Now, where can people find the Kitty Box Ramp?
Well, they can go to our website at kittyboxramp.com, and we're also, as of right now, selling it on Amazon, and that might be for a short time, but for right now, that's where they can also purchase it, and those two places at the moment.
Okay, well, great. Well, thanks again for coming on Best Bets for Pets and telling us all about the Kitty Box Ramp and how you came to design it. It is, for everyone listening, this is a great product for anyone with a kitty or another animal that is just disabled and needs to get into wherever they need to get into to do their business. If it's not a litter box, I think ferrets use litter boxes too, so it probably would be a litter box. A very
and cool so do rabbits.
Rabbits as well.
Rabbits too, yes. Well, thank you so much for coming on.
Thank you for having us.
Thank
we
you so
really
much.
enjoyed this, so thank you so much.
I love this show. I love the idea that Dean and Jennifer came up with a great solution for cats that have arthritis, that can't make it into the litter box. This ramp is so cool. Be sure to check out the videos. I am grateful that none of my testers are disabled, and I hope they stay that way. But I did have Dennis, he's the one most likely to get a little injury, but fingers crossed here. And he tried out the Kitty Box Ramp, and it was very easy to train him, very easy to use, and it's just a great solution for any disabled animal. So thank you, Dennis, for being my tester. Thanks to everyone listening to Best Bets for Pets, and thanks to Dean and Jennifer Johnson for coming on the show. Also, as everyone knows who listens, or if you don't know, you can always go to PetLifeRadio.com, go to Best Bets for Pets, or just do a search Best Bets for Pets Michelle Fern, and it comes up. Go to the episode page for this show. There'll be a picture of the product and a link to the Kitty Box Ramp website, and you can find out more about it, because I do know that most people are listening or driving or something, and you forget, and this is an easy way for you to remember, where to find all that information. So thank you so much for listening. Keep listening. We have another great show coming up.
Let's Talk Pets, every week on demand, only on PetLifeRadio.com.